Halo, 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 halo. Cek, cek, ini aman tidak dimasuk tidak? Oke, tes, 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 halo. Oke, sebentar ini suaranya. Sebentar, tak sesuaikan dulu. Audionya ya 8 lah.
Paimon coming in! Paimon coming in! Is this level okay? Can you hear Paimon? Paimon coming in! Paimon coming in! Is this level okay? Can you hear Paimon?
Oke, 8 lah. Oke, let's go. Sekarang kita lanjutkan lagi kisahnya yang sebelumnya kita mengalami time loop. Asik, time loop. Jadi ya, let's go. Kita lanjutkan lagi ini cerita yang buat sompek. Oke, let's go. Sebentar, ini apa ini? Oh, ini gimana ya? Nah, itulah kira-kira. Oke, langsung saja kita lanjut ceritanya, boy. Let's go. Sebenarnya apa yang terjadi sampai mengalami time loop macam ini? Ini sih kadang tanaman harus diambil. Oke, let's go. Cari petunjuk.
Hey there!
Hey,
Hey, it's you guys again. Where's your cultured friend?
She's feeling a little unwell.
I see. Did you come back to buy something? I guarantee the freshness of my products. I harvested them from the forest just yesterday. Huh? What brought this about? I hurried back from the forest yesterday, and I'm selling produce here today. I haven't felt anything strange.
ada yang aneh.
To put it another way, if you really think about it, was yesterday truly yesterday?
What kind of philosophical nonsense is this? Are you two daydreaming? Didn't you know that no one dreams in Sumeru? Go somewhere else if you want to find someone to daydream with.
Trik, tak ada petunjuk.
He actually has a point. Is this a dream? Is everyone dreaming? True. It's so weird that people here don't dream. Why is that? Anyway, if this all really were just a dream, we would have woken up a long time ago.
Betul juga kata Paimon. Let's go, kita cari petunjuk.
Oh, it's you two. Was my divination so accurate that you felt compelled to compliment me in person? Ooh, I knew it! I told you, the god's divination is highly accurate. You just hadn't fully understood its significance yet.
You're really excited about this, huh? That's exactly why we came back. Help us better understand it.
Help you better understand it?
So, you're admitting that you don't have a clue?
Anyway, what kind of situation did you get into?
Ini.
Huh? Hold on a second. I thought you guys just lost your wallet or fell for a scam. What you just said, are you serious? Does that kind of thing actually happen in real life?
I knew you weren't going to believe it.
Marvelous. Truly marvelous. I believe you. Recall the interpretation of your divination. The moon, illusions, and lie.
When you say it like that, the divination does sound like it's related to what's going on.
I believe that the Archon's revelations are never more than vague hints. Anything more specific is beyond the reach of mere mortals. The book only says, if you trust your instincts and overcome your fears, the sun will surely rise.
So that's how it is. Looks like fortune telling is just fortune telling. It's no good for practical problems. We
Hmm,
haven't made any progress. Who else can we talk to?
coba kita tanyakan ke dia.
Paima remembers that we tried talking to her a couple of times, but she always thinks we're playing pranks on her. You think she'll brush us off again? Yeah, if we tap into Dia's strong sense of responsibility as a mercenary, then she'll definitely... At this time of day, Dia's probably...
Oke, kita cari boy. Kita bicara dengan Dehya. Where are you Dehya? Oh, ini dia. What the? Ah, lama.
Fine, my lady. It's just a scratch.
Perfect timing. Both of you are here.
Paimon, traveler. You came at just the right time. Listen, there was a dangerous Huh? You saw? Then why didn't you jump in earlier? If someone was protecting Miss Dunyarzad, I could have went all out. Anyway, can you do something for me?
You want the traveler to take Dunyarzad somewhere to rest up while you check to see if there's still any kidnappers around. Did Paimon get that right?
How did you know what I was going to say?
Ya kan?
You need to say something convincing.
Sesuatu meyakinkan. Sulit ini boy.
Dia sold her greatsword to raise additional funds. And then she was injured because she wasn't used to her new weapon. People in Sumeru don't dream. What a strange phenomenon.
Oke.
My mind feels exhausted, even though I haven't done too much thinking. The moon, illusions, and lies.
Oke, artinya kita ini kirim kesimpulan.
Tell her, traveler.
Kamu jawab. Akan.
I didn't tell anyone about that. Including Miss Dunyarzad. You couldn't have known. And just now, you literally took the words right out of my...
All right, so this is the situation.
It's kind of hard to believe what you just told me. First, let me make something clear. Most of us desert dwellers might not be the scholarly type, but we do have basic common sense.
She's quieter than usual. Uninterested in anything and...
Yeah, she isn't the same as before, but her parents said that this is how she was like at first.
Huh? At first?
I don't quite understand what you're all talking about. I'll go rest. My lady, are you angry? All right, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt since you knew about my greatsword. Let's make this a quick trip.
Oke, ayo, come on Dehya. Gak ada cincau kau. Let's go. Tak kutunjukkan yang sebenarnya. Fakta ini boy. 100% real. No fake. Come on. Let's go. 100% ini real. Reality. No fake. Let's go. Sumeru City. Oke. Kita beritahu ya semua itu terjadi.
Nahida, we brought a friend. Are you busy? I thought I told you that it won't help to bring anyone here. We just wanted her to see the real Dunyarzad's condition.
The real Dunyarzad? Where and who are you talking to?
Huh? I told you that you two are special. Other people can't see me or Miss Dunyarzad here.
Coba perhatikan. Kasur. Oh ya, sedang dipahami ini.
Hold on. Over there. Is that...
Wow,
Dan
how perceptive. Does she have invisible antennae?
engkau antena.
Miss Dunyarzad, she's lying down here, isn't she? How's she doing? I can sense her aura.
Aura.
There are also lingering feelings of something like regret.
Do you believe us now? The Sub-Zero's festival has been repeating itself. So, you think the sages are behind this?
Yeah, they've always been against us. Wouldn't surprise me if they're using the Akasha to intentionally repeat the Sub-Zero's festival as a sick joke.
You have a point. Aside from the Dendro Archon, the Academia sages are the only... Maybe there's more to the Akasha than we know. Right. Didn't you awaken our memories using something that looked like a knowledge capsule? That means the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people. A gnosis can do that? No wonder the Akasha is so magical. It's being powered by the gnosis of Sumeru's Archon.
So, this Nahida you mentioned, what did she say?
She said, and Paimon quotes, the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace and it grants knowledge to the people.
Compiles the wisdom of the entire populace and grants knowledge to the people. Wait. I get the grants knowledge part. That's what people have always used the Akasha for. But compiling the entire populace's wisdom? How does that work?
Did she mean that the sages enter new knowledge into the Akasha? Oh yeah, that sounds about right. What do you think?
Kesimpulan lagi ini pasti. Kan?
Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. People in Sumeru don't dream. What a strange phenomenon. What's happening right now seems to have happened before. My mind feels exhausted, even though I haven't done too much thinking. Okay, that doesn't sound right. I need to carefully think things through. That doesn't sound right.
Okay.
You mean the Akasha is causing our mental fatigue? Huh.
Yes, sir.
Now that I think about it, when the desert dwellers set off on their quest for knowledge, a sage once said, knowledge always comes at a price. Compiling the entire country's knowledge. You think the Akasha pulled a 180 and is extracting information from us?
Tapi how?
Who knows? The Akasha can put knowledge into our heads, so who's to say that it can't also poke around in there? We don't know any specifics.
What's the point of doing something like that?
Just think about it. If you could combine the knowledge of every single person in Sumeru, then you can basically turn Sumeru City into a single massive brain.
Kon.
This hive mind could make breakthroughs in problems that even the smartest geniuses can't crack.
An excellent deduction. And the analogy comparing Sumeru City to a massive brain? I love it. In that case, we should take off our Akasha terminals right away. Maybe that'll solve this problem.
Yeah, I was only wearing this for show in the first place. Didn't expect the sages to cook up such a conspiracy. Mark my words, when this is over, I'm getting evidence and exposing this whole thing to the public.
Nice.
How does everyone feel? Huh? What is it?
Beep.
Oh, that! Paimon knows what you're talking about. It's a single soft beep that sounds like it's coming from the Akasha terminal.
The sound of a beep. Could it be a prompt tone for when the Akasha is operating?
probably an important clue. We weren't using our terminals, but we heard a beep anyway.
Nice.
Traveler, did you hear that?
I heard it too. Our ears aren't messing with us. There was definitely a beep, but it sounded like it was coming from inside my head. We took off our Akasha terminals.
Hebat lah sih.
Exceeded its expected length. At this rate, there may be casualties.
Paimon remembers everything! Good. You adapted quickly this time. We definitely took off our Akasha terminals last night, but we still heard that beep. Why is that? But now we can at least confirm one thing. The Akasha definitely has something to do with whatever's trapping us in this cycle. Oh, Paimon doesn't get it. Why would the Akasha go this far if all it wants is everybody's wisdom? It's extremely difficult for lab rats in an experiment to understand why they're being treated the way they are. If we're lab rats, then what are you? Nahida, you've never told us anything about yourself. I guess I'm the moon.
Kawan.
Wasn't that the result of our divination? Anyway, knowing who I am won't help you get closer to the truth. So you should focus on other things.
Tutup lagi Ikhwan
Don't
pintunya.
get distracted and miss any clues.
Yang benar.
Then, Dia
Okay.
helped us a lot yesterday, so let's go find her. If Paimon's reading the time correctly, those kidnappers should be showing up soon.
Come on. Nah. Apa? Tadi diminta apa itu ya? Tekan atau gimana?
Ah, there you are. I've already taken care of those kidnappers. My lady, did you get hurt?
Dia?
What's wrong? Why are you both gawking at me like that?
You didn't get hurt this time.
Huh? What do you mean this time? Why are you so surprised that I managed to get out unscathed? Those kids were amateurs. Shh! How did you know about my greatsword? I haven't told anyone about it. Please, don't tell Miss Junior's
So Dia's lost her memories after all.
Anything strange? You already know that I got a new greatsword. If I had to say something, it's weird how such a new weapon could feel. It's as if I've already used it to fight a countless number of battles.
You're saying that although you don't remember using it, your body feels like it?
That's right. Both mercenaries and warriors heavily rely on muscle memory. Only knowing the theory of battle.
Traveler, what do you think? Yeah, Paimon's feeling really hopeful. Oh, you're right. Earlier in the Samsara, something like this would have never happened.
Okay.
I have no clue what you two are talking about, but it's still dangerous here, so...
So you want us to take Junior's somewhere else to rest while you check if there are still more kidnappers around, right?
How did you know what I was gonna say? Can you read minds?
Forget it.
Serjahan. Saatnya. Time look boy. Kepala aku pusing.
injured, everything seems to have stayed the same. Listen, Nahida, we found out that Dia got out just fine today, even though she got injured every other time. Do you think the Samsara has been broken? Have we saved Dunyarzad?
Belum.
Really? Good job on all that progress. Get some good sleep tonight. Hey, what kind of an answer is that? Tomorrow will come. Everyone assumes this is common knowledge, but the only way you can know that for sure is if you experience tomorrow. How many todays has it been? Is it possible that today will be followed by yesterday? Does tomorrow truly exist as anything beyond a made-up concept? It's even possible that this entire world is a lie, and the history of the whole world has just been one endless Sub-Zero's festival. Okay, no more.
Saya mau konsum.
That's why it makes no sense to waste your energy thinking about things you will learn tomorrow. Get some good rest. You know, use the bathroom and flush your anxiety dookie away. Huh? Hold on, what did you just say? Huh? People always say they feel a sense of relief after they take a duk-duk. That's why I suggested you could try that.
Bukan.
It's so strange and so against common sense that Paimon's at a loss for words. You were sounding kind of smart just a minute ago. Yeah, even though it's happy and lively at the Sub-Zero's festival every day, it feels like it's been a long time since we've really gotten to relax.
Pip. Apa maksudnya?
We're still in the same day. Nahida, you already knew last night that we didn't break out of the samsara? Why didn't you tell us? Would there have been a point? You would have spent the night with new worries, with tomorrow still out of reach. In that case, you might as well rest within that brief moment of hope. An opportunity like that doesn't come by often, and I thought it might help. Paimon said that Duke did that! Whatever. Guess you were looking. Of course. In the time we've been together, you two have been everything to me. Paimon's flattered and everything, but what I mean is, even though I had asked you to solve this puzzle, you two are still the only ones who. In other words, if you weren't here, I may as well not exist. That's why you two have been everything to me. Nahida's talking about confusing stuff again. Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. So, Traveler, did the new clues yesterday help you gain a new understanding of the situation? Huh? Why are you scrapping your previous theory? Oh yeah, you're right! Gosh, how did we not notice that? In a simple time loop, people's physical condition. So, what's your new hypothesis?
The beep is a prompt tone for Akasha operations. We still hear it every night, even though we removed our Akasha terminals. The moon illusion. We've already experienced the Sub-Zero's festival many times. The day of the festival, mercenaries rely heavily on muscle memory, and Dia was able to use her experiences to avoid injury in later samsara cycles. Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power.
Nah, ini mungkin. Nah,
If all our memories of a day are erased at the end of that day, then we would unwittingly...
okay, let's go.
Oh, then the beep we hear every night could just be indicating the deletion of our memories. That's why when we wake up, everyone thinks the Sub-Zero's festival Brilliant deduction. Nahida, tell us if we're right, or to put it simply, it's as if you've mistaken a pyro crystal fly for a firefly in the night. You lost sight of its true nature because you focused too much on your perception that it glowed. That isn't simple at all! Why don't you go talk to Miss Dia again? You might learn something new.
Okay.
Right! She did help us find our latest clue after all. Let's go!
Okay, Dehya. I need you. Where are you, Dehya? Tempel lah. I need you, Dehya. Where are you? Content. Come on, where are you? Dehya, where are you? I'm coming. Come on. Yeah.
There you are. Really took me a while to find you.
As expected, Dia also didn't get hurt today.
Get hurt? Why would I? Don't underestimate me.
Well, you're still getting used to your new greatsword.
Huh. Truth be told, I also think it's pretty strange. It just suddenly felt so familiar in my hands, and wait a second. How did you know I got a greatsword to begin with? I didn't tell anyone about it.
Traveler, could you explain the situation to her today? Paimon's gotten a little sick of doing it. Oh, that works.
Yes, dear.
What happened to you guys while I was gone? Did you get brainwashed by some cult?
Don't think too hard about it. Just take what we're saying at face value.
All right then, let me get this straight. You're telling me that my body's already gotten used to this great sword, but my...
Yes, your memory's being erased every day.
I'd have to disagree. That's impossible.
Oh? Why do you think that?
If we've actually been reliving the Subserus festival day after day, then what happened to the things we used, the money we spent, the food we ate? Common sense says my wallet should have emptied itself a long time ago. There's no way I wouldn't have noticed that.
Right. They could use the Akasha to record what everyone did that day, and then use the city's resources to replenish everything. It's not very likely, but it's also not impossible.
No, it is impossible. I've got proof.
You have proof?
You two are surprisingly serious about this nonsensical discussion. Fine, I'll play along for a little longer. Come with me, Miss Dunyarzad. Please come along as well. I still can't guarantee that this area is safe.
Okay. Where are you?
Paimon can't believe it's Dia who wants to show us something this time. 2 days ago, we were the ones taking her to see Dunyarzad.
Oke. Baik, kita ikuti dahulu. Come on. Di sini. Oke.
This is it.
Huh? This is a wooden training dummy.
See those marks on the dummy? Those are the result of several days' worth of practice. Let's say the sages didn't replace it every day. Shouldn't it be hacked to pieces by now?
That's true, but what if they did?
Then the sages would have had to reproduce every mark I left during previous training sessions. I'm a professional fighter. My martial school has always emphasized the importance of refined control. The force, angle, and entry point of each strike is calculated and deliberate. That's why I remember every mark on the dummy, as well as my state of mind. It's just as they say. Each swordsman has their own unique style, and even the same swordsman can't make the same cut twice. It would be impossible to copy these marks.
Is it really impossible? What if they use some fancy machine to carve?
People often say that a camera's photo can never replace an artist's painting because the former has no spirit to it. The The same thing applies here. At a mere glance, I can differentiate carved marks from the results of combat training. Whew. Hope that cleared things up for you. Hey, is this that new brain exercise game that's been super popular with the scholars lately? It's surprisingly fun. Anyway, it's getting late. I should escort Miss Junior's to Nilu's stage. See you later.
Hmm.
Well, back to square one. Is our memory deletion theory also... But at least we've reached some other conclusions in the meantime. Yep, that's true. So, can we think of any new ideas right now? Strange? Paimon feels like everything's been strange lately.
Nah, gitu.
Leaving the city? You're right! It's really strange how we never thought of such a simple solution! Paimon can't believe it! Did we miss this because we're tunnel visioning too hard on our other theories? How about we go back and ask Nahida? Maybe we forgot.
Mungkin. Oke, kita tanyakan. Nahida. Ini nenek Hida. Ini nenek Hida. Anjir kah? Sebentar. Epal. Let's go. Nahida. Anjir orang ini.
Nahida, we're back! You're back early today. Did you find something new? Sort of. We're mostly sure now that we're not in a time loop. And we also aren't in the real world. But at the same time, we have a new question. Leaving the city. As far as I remember, you've mentioned your plans to do that twice before.
Huh?
We did? But we don't remember anything. What happened after we talked about those plans? What did we say when we got back? Let me think. I don't think you ever actually told me what the outcome was. Oh, but you two sometimes stay out the entire night anyway, so at the time, I didn't think too much. It is true that sometimes we lose track of time during our investigations. Before we know it, it'll already be the next day. But still, neither of... Really? That's kind of strange. In theory, I should have already awakened all your memories. Yep. Something here is definitely fishy.
Ini kau ambil lagi. Apa pula ini? Hah? Kepala aku sudah pusing 7 keliling ini. Yo ya, nanti.
About that. Well, where should Paimon begin? Traveler, aside from your memories that were just restored, I have another message for you. Listen to it and you'll understand.
Okay.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zero's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them.
Traveler, you should be missing 2 days worth of memories. Paimon will fill you in.
2 hari lalu. Oke.
It's time to carry out our plan from yesterday. Okay.
Oke, kita coba keluar. Kita coba keluar yuk.
Why can't we leave the city? What is the academia up to now?
Don't ask me. It's not like I can tell you anything. This is a direct order from the Grand Sage.
I have a real emergency. My goods have already arrived at Port Orbos. If I don't hurry, they'll be stolen.
That's your problem. Make sure you make a request in advance next time.
But it's not like you can just predict business matters in advance.
It looks like the Academia already announced a lockdown for Sumeru City today. How completely Let's go and question them. Hello, sir. Why can't we leave the city today?
Here we go again. Don't ask me. I don't know either. We just received an order that no one is allowed to enter or exit Sumeru today. They didn't tell us anything else. Angering me won't get you anywhere. If I had that kind of insider info, I would have left this stupid post long ago.
Betul juga kata orang
It
itu
looks
sendiri.
like he really doesn't know. If we can't get anything out of him, let's take matters into our own hands. Why don't we climb over the wall? This is a good spot, and the guard hasn't noticed us at all. Huh? Why? Are you going to leave Paimon behind? What if things get really weird out there and you get into some trouble? Then Paimon won't be able to help you. Oh, Paimon knows that Paimon can't do much, but we've always been together, haven't we?
Tenang saja teman.
Okay. Paimon will wait for you. Promise Paimon that you come back as soon as possible. Just a quick look.
Oke,
Please.
oke, tenang, aman.
Memories.
Ingatan. Oke.
Traveler.
Nangis.
Paimon thought Paimon would never see you again. You just disappeared.
Oh, tiba-tiba hilang.
Paimon waited for you for hours and hours at the city wall and you never came back. You promised Paimon that you were only taking a quick look.
Kon.
Paimon, calm down. He's here now. I don't think he understood what you were saying. Paimon doesn't care. Paimon wanted to go look for you, but you also said that Paimon should stay. Paimon was so worried and so scared the entire day.
Nah,
Okay. Paimon will forgive you. The most important thing is that you didn't actually disappear.
ke dunia lain.
Paimon was so scared that you had gone into another world. Okay, Paimon, can you tell us your perspective of what really happened yesterday?
Nah, ya.
I see. Using two people's different perspectives. After that, you left the city. Paimon kept her eyes on you the whole time, but then you disappeared in an instant. No way! Paimon was watching you with the fullest attention. What's your perspective, Traveler? You sure you don't have any memory of this? I guess that explains everything. You also lost your memories the last 2 times you tried to leave the city. Those days' memories can't be awoken. So, if we leave the city, our memories will be completely erased? It really sounds like something big outside of the city is being hidden up. But this way, we'll also never discover what's outside. Something like a message? But how can we send it back? Don't look at me like that. I'm not used to being stared at.
Nah, dah.
Well, okay. You want something that can pass on messages, right? Give me some time and take care of Junior stuff for me. Yep,
Oke.
now we're
Just lagi ini buat pesan. Let's go. Kita hanya perlu menjaga dunia Zard. Dan kita hanya perlu menunggu kira sampai sore ya. Kon sampai malam. Besok lagi ini pasti. Oh, tidak sampai malam. Oke.
I'm done. Here you go. What? Isn't this just an Akasha terminal? I made some little changes. Akasha terminals are already capable of sending messages. I just tweaked it so that it could connect to any node. To make something like this? Nahida, you really know the Akasha like the back of your hand. Anyway, yep, the messages. It should be pretty easy to use. I just can't guarantee the user's status and signal coverage when they're outside the city. We'll never know until we try. At least we're taking it.
Okay.
Let's go then. Let's expose those sages. All right. Paimon isn't as worried about being separated since it happened once yesterday. But Paimon's okay. See you
Okay.
tomorrow, traveler.
Sampai jumpa.
That covers everything that's happened so far. Yes, although the signal was choppy and had some interference, we still managed to receive 2 messages from you when you were outside. Okay, now that you understand what's going on, let's hear the messages together.
Oke, kita dengarkan pesannya bersama-sama. Sing.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zero's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them. I've entered another space. Before me are flowing sandstone and howling fish. Impossible and surreal sights. All these spaces are empty except for the occasional ones that contain mute puppets rather than people. I can't sense any human presence.
That's one heck of an info dump. It sounds like you left the Sumeru City space when you said, like, everything looked completely normal when Paimon was looking out from the inside. That's unbelievable. And if we take your word for it, there's another part here. We only received it last night.
These spaces have been disappearing one after the other, absorbed by something like a sun in the sky. And now, even the final space has also disappeared. Behind me, a lot of spaces just appeared again from thin air. I get it now. Those spaces are actually...
No.
Why did the message end right there? What did the traveler want to say?
Nanti
What
ya.
are those spaces?
Nanti ya.
Masih telepon? Mana HP 2 buat main?
Oh.
Ini besok ulangan pakai pulsa nggak?
Iya. Tenang, sudah aku inikan semua.
Udah disibuk?
Iya, sudah.
Probably because yesterday just happened to end at
Udah.
that moment.
Hah?
Yang berasa?
Ayah.
Oh, right. Paimon did hear a beep from the Akasha. Did it come from here? From the message? The message. It should have come from the Traveler's Akasha terminal. After the beep, Traveler said, even the final space has also disappeared. Traveler, what do you think that final space could have been?
My impression is that each day in this samsara only ends at the sound of that beat from the Akasha. All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had one thing in common: a lack of human presence. Was that space actually the real world? But wouldn't a real space just randomly disappearing like that be catastrophic?
Ini ruangnya apa?
That doesn't sound right.
Ruang tempat kita yang kemarin.
Oh, so that's what it is! After the sound of the beep, the final space, the Sub-Zero's festival, also disappears. And we're taken to the next step later on. Traveler also mentioned a bunch of new spaces materializing behind them. Do lots of new spaces appear every time Paimon's head is spinning? Just what are these spaces anyhow? Well, consider this. For all the horrors of the Archon War, at its heart, it was just a game where a bunch of gods fought over 7 seats. So no matter how strange or spooky things may look on the surface, Maybe all they point to in the end is a small and simple secret. Wow, the Archon War, huh? That's an analogy in it.
Rahasia ya. Sebentar aku proses ini.
Hey, where are you going?
Kemanapun. Sebentar, handphone korek. Nah, ini kan dahulu. Oke. Kita akan menjernihkan pikiran kita, boy. Let's go. Sebenarnya apa yang terjadi dengan waktu ini? Kepalaku pusing terkeliling ini. Oke, let's go.
Do you want some alone time to think? Alright then, I won't disturb you.
The dance of Sub-Zeros is about to begin. I'm going to go watch it.
Okay. Why don't you go ahead, Dunyarzad? We still have some other stuff to do first.
Okay then. See you later.
Okay.
Have you figured it out yet, Traveler? Time is ticking away. Awesome, what is it? Paimon wants to know. Oh, wait, no. Let's meet up with Nahida first. You can tell us both together. This time, we're gonna get to the truth.
Good. Lucy Hampa Festival Sub-Zerus. Waduh, sulit kali, bah. Jalannya kemana ini? Langsung ke sini. Oke. Kita harus segera memberitahu sebelum kita lupa. Cepat. Oke, come on. Sebelum terlambat. Let's go. Come on. Sebelum tenggelam dan kita mengalami bip lagi. Nahida.
You're back. I've been waiting forever for you two. Judging by the looks on your faces, are you ready to take your Sub-Zerus exam and graduate from the festival?
Saya akan bertanya.
Okay. First off, have you discovered the
Cur, internetnya cur. Angkrik internet ternyata asam. Saya dari awal angkrik internet.
You're back. I've been waiting forever for you two. Judging by the looks on your, are you ready to take your Okay.
People in Sumer.
Tes 1. Wah, krik. Streamingnya terputus yo. Asam. Wah, tempel lah. Cur, terputus cur. Asam terputus. Ya Allah, internetku. Bah. Terputus krik. Aduh, kenapa harus terputus pula ini? Ayolah, yang benar saja. Kenapa harus terputus? Ya ini sajalah. Aku tak beritahu secara ringkas saja, ini kita sebenarnya mengalami time loop lah. Time loop ya, apa itu? Yang terpenting ya pada intinya kita terjebak. Kita akhirnya menemukan dan juga mendapatkan pesan dari karakter tokoh utama ini tentang kemarinnya itulah, yang sebelumnya yang kejadian ini tapi 2 hari sebelumnya. Oke. Ya kalian nanti paham lah maksudku. Ini internetnya jangkrik putus. Biasa nih kena. Tidak tahu
You're
kenapa ini
back.
internet
I've
putus-putus.
been waiting forever for you two. Judging by, are you ready to take your
Yes.
sister? Okay.
Nah, bukan.
All the bizarre spaces I saw out.
Hmm.
Those spaces remind me of the moon, a loop. We've already.
Oke,
Okay,
bukan. Yang ini. Ternyata mimpi.
we are all in a dream. It isn't that the people of Sumeru don't dream. Rather, the Akasha is taking their dreams from them.
Nah, excellent. Kirim kesimpulan.
People in Sumeru think they don't dream, but the truth is the Akasha steals their dreams without them knowing it. And those spaces with no human presence are stolen dreams without their host. That would explain why they sounded so weird when he was trying to describe them.
Nah, good.
So people in Sumeru do dream after all. In fact, we're all in one big dream together right now.
Kita sama-sama.
Correct answer. Now, how did you conclude that the Akasha is capable of this? It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace. It is the manifestation of the... and it grants knowledge to... The Akasha relies on the power of an...
That doesn't sound right.
Bukan.
Oh, okay. Those dream-controlling creatures in the forest also get their power from the Dendro Archon, right? That would explain why the Akasha has the ability to control people's dreams too. But is stealing everyone's dreams really how the Akasha compiles their wisdom? Isn't there anything more to it than that? Dreams are fantastical, complex, and full of imagination. People's brains are the most active when they're dreaming. In other words, dreams are rich bundles of human wisdom. So
Okay.
in other words, the complete opposite of how Hypatia understood it. Paimon remembers her saying that the sages think dreams are foolish delusions, and the fact that no one dreams is a blessing from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. The real story is that the sages from the academia are using the Akasha to steal people's dreams for their own use, huh? Oh? By the sounds of it, you understand the current situation pretty well. So then, what about the samsara?
The Grand Sage said, "Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content." We've already experienced the Subzerus festival many times.
Oke.
The beep is a prompt tone for... Those spaces kept disappearing before my eyes. But as soon as that beep sounded, those dreamscapes kept vanishing. But as soon as that beep sounded, my mind feels exhausted.
Oh. Oke, produksi masa mimpi.
Correct. The Akasha is keeping each person's brain in a constant dream state, but also separating their consciousness from their own dream. Their disembodied consciousness is placed inside the collective dream of the Subzerus festival along with everyone else's, while their now vacant dreams are harvested by the Akasha. No one is any the wiser as another day passes in the dream, and so begins another samsara cycle. People wake up to yet another dream about the Subzerus festival. So, this is like a dream factory, and the Akasha is a dream harvesting machine. Very good, Paimon. Using analogies well is an excellent habit to get into. Okay, so that beep we keep hearing is actually from our real-life Akasha terminals. Taking off our terminals in this dream doesn't... Alright, last question. Who am I?
Kan?
They say that alchemical divination is the Dendro Archon's divine revelation.
Berarti
Now that I think about it, wasn't illusions. Now that I think about it, wasn't illusions hinting at the sage's deception of Sumer? That doesn't sound right.
Oh bulan.
So you noticed. I thought that one would be the hardest question. That's why I put it last. That wasn't hard at all. Even Paimon guessed that. Everything about you is different. We just didn't want to expose you is all. Now that you mention it, Nahida, you've been hinting to us since the It's funny. Thinking back to when we were asking all over the place for info about Lesser Lord Kusanali. Paimon didn't expect to meet you like this. Yes, those can wait until we're back in real life. On the
Okay.
other hand, I'd be happy to answer any more questions you have about here and now.
Oke. Saya sumber bener.
You asked me this question before. My answer was, it would literally blow your minds. Now that you know this is all a dream, this answer should hopefully make more sense. Have you heard the saying, don't wake a sleepwalker? Likewise, if someone suddenly had told you all this instead of you learning it on your own, your notion of reality and dream would be thrown into irreversible confusion. I couldn't expose you to that kind of risk. That's why I could only give you very subtle hints and some suggestions. Long story short,
Oke.
Firstly, this dream we're in is completely based on reality. People have already experienced this Sub-Zero's festival, so it would be very difficult for them to find anything that strikes them as surreal. Secondly, you're probably wondering why people don't have any memories from earlier samsara. That's because people don't remember their dreams most of the time anyway. And in any case, so whenever they wake up in this dream of the Sub-Zero's festival, they don't remember anything from their previous identical dream. That reminds Paimon. Traveler had a dream when we were in the Avidia forest, but couldn't see what it was about after waking up. Yes. Only after receiving the blessing of Dendril can a person gain the Dendril element's dream-enhancing power. That explains the... Meanwhile, everyone else has no idea that they are in the Sub-Zero's Festival Samsara. Can humans really keep dreaming forever? We might say your mental fatigue has already answered this question. Eventually, especially those whose health is compromised to begin with, like Dunyarzad. The people's lives are at stake here, and nobody knows a thing! We've got to put a stop to it.
Tuh.
I know, right? Why did they have to base this dream on my birthday? Could it really just be a coincidence? Even you don't know the reason?
Oh,
Well, the Academia sages are determined to harvest lots of dreams in a short time, no matter the cost. They have to be up to no good. Unfortunately, Traveler, do you have any information?
informasi.
Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of an... The Grand Sage said, go celebrate the birth of that... Those spaces remind me of...
Searchnya yang ini. Oke.
Celebrate the birth of that god? Could it mean?
Jangan-jangan.
I know, right? Why did even you don't know the reason? The
Oh,
Academia
okay.
Traveler, do you... Celebrate the birth of that god? Could it mean?
Jangan-jangan. Ternyata ada dua. Atau apapun itu.
Saving the people of Samara with no regard for their safety. No matter what they're trying to do, after we end the Sub-Zero's festival Samsara, how can the sages of the Academia do this behind their Archon's back? This is ridiculous! In the end, I'm just the moon. The real sun is long gone.
Oh,
A sun and a moon? We're out of time today! I'll tell you how to break free of the samsara tomorrow. See you then.
oke. Sampai jumpa besok. Entah sampai kapan ini kita terjebak di time loop lagi dan lagi.
Good morning, Nahida. Wait. Now that Paimon remembers everything, should we instead... Hey, what's wrong, Nahida? You don't look too good. I'm afraid that what you're thinking right now is correct.
No.
Did Dunyarzad already disappear?
No.
No way. Are we too late? The real Dunyarzad's consciousness has indeed disappeared. It can no longer endure the constant dream harvesting.
No. Kita kehilangan.
Paimon can't believe it. Wait, so what about that other Dunyarzad? Just what is she? She's actually something like a puppet, but not completely. The real Dunyarzad's consciousness could no longer keep playing her role in this dream. So another Dunyarzad appeared to replace her in the dream. Just like the grass and the trees, that Dunyarzad is just a building block of the dream that helps to keep it going. But personality-wise, she's nothing like the real Dunyarzad. Puppets are stiff and can't copy a living person's vitality. You know, speaking of which, the old Dunyarzad truly believed that she met you within her consciousness, and it was you who inspired. Yes. Back then, her family was overly protective of her. No one cared about her personality or thought. I just gave her a little wisdom so she could look at life in a new way, so that she could be her own person. But even so, she's still far from it. I'm still a long way
No.
off from being a real Archon. I couldn't even save her. If I were a competent Archon, I wouldn't have let my most faithful follower die at the Sebenarnya festival with so many... Please don't beat yourself up over it, Nahida. It's the sages... I'm not beating myself up. All I did was... Don't be like that, Nahida. Even real Archons are
No.
To prevent more tragedies like this, we must end the samsara as soon as possible.
Yes.
Great, but although the Sebenarnya festival dream is under the Akasha's control, only humans can dream. Even the Akasha is unable to... That means this dream belongs to a host who created it. Huh?
Iya nanti.
How should we find that person? Well, if this is someone's dream, then everything here must come from deep within, which means, with the power of imagination, they can change anything in this imagination? What do you mean by imagination? Means breaking through what you perceive as normal. Like when the server at a tavern brings a plate to you, you'd naturally assume that food is on it. However, if you're the dream's host and you become aware that you're dreaming, when you imagine gold and more on the plate, the dream will respond in kind, and the server really will bring you gold and mora. But right now, our host is unaware that this is a dream. No matter how many times they're served, find some way to make that person realize that they're dreaming. Usually, once that happens, the person will wake up and the How are we going to find them, though? If it could be anyone, it'd be like looking for a needle in a haystack. And even if we did find them, how are we supposed to make them realize they're dreaming? After all, like you said, don't wake a sleepwalker. It's extremely difficult, yes. But the only ones who can do it are you two. Remember, everything you've achieved up to this point has all been for the sake of finding... As for me, during this time, I'll be out of town.
No.
Out of town? Are you going to that place full of dreams where the traveler went? Yes. I want to try something. Hurry and go. Dreams are supposed to be fantastical, romantic, and full of pleasant surprises. Unnecessary things like this samsara... I'm still a little upset that we've come this far only for Dunyarzad to... She was such a good person, with such a simple wish. But, yeah, saving Dunyarzad is what kept us going this whole time. But we mustn't lose hope, Traveler. Dunyarzad would definitely want to see us save everyone else. Simon's wondering, do you think the sages would get one of their own to be the host of this stream? Feels like it would be easier to
Tak mungkin.
Huh. That's so. Who do you think the host of the dream is? Oh, that would make sense. Ferris, the Knight of. Let's go ask him.
Mari kita tanyakan. Oh, kenapa NPC lagi yang kena dan Craig? No, Craig sebelumnya Captain Swordfish yang kedua. Yang sebelumnya itu sebelum digantikan oleh itu. No, sekarang ini yang gambar siapa Dunia Zon. Nah, gitulah. Oh, sedih rek. Oh, sedih. Oke, stop actingnya. Come on.
You're back. You left in a hurry last time.
Everything's fine. Just, it's a little hard to explain. Would you mind taking?
An experiment? That came out of nowhere.
Could you make a wish?
You want me to make a wish? Is that a new Subsurus festival tradition or something?
Less questions, more wishing.
Okay. Oh, my wish. Okay. I'm a little nervous saying this out loud, but I want Miss Dunyarzad to be happy.
Gone. Okay.
Oh,
I noticed earlier that she looked a bit down, and she wasn't really talking to anyone. She just doesn't seem like herself. She's always so gentle and kind, and all the kids love her. I've also wondered if the reason she asked me to be Fairest Knight of Flowers is because I'm special to her, or something.
so you have a crush on Dunyarzad?
Iya, Zed.
Oh, is it that obvious? After what I just said, I guess it is. When she placed the hat of the Knight of Flowers onto my head, she said to me, I want everyone to have a happy Sub-Zero's festival. What she didn't realize was that I'm not that interested in how everyone else feels. In that moment, I just wanted to be her Knight of Flowers for the rest of my life. 50 years? 100 years? Okay, yeah, that was a bit much. Felt like the right moment to get it off my chest, but... Okay, I'm ready to make my wish. I would like Miss Dunyarzad to appear in front of me right now with a smile on her face. Here goes.
Aku mulai.
Please come true.
Ayo bergabung. Come on.
I'm gonna open my eyes. Oh. Oh, you're
What?
Hah? Oh, lama.
Vaki. Sorry, but only one portion of Yalda candies per person. Back home you go.
Craig. Anak kecil.
Nice try, you two. Anyway, never mind. I don't need to see her appear right in front of
Guess he isn't the host of this dream after all. Should have expected it wouldn't be this easy.
Ya, memang tidak akan mudah ini. Tunggu.
It seems like everyone who knows Dunyarzad loves her. But none of them.
My lady, step back.
That sounds like Dia.
Tunggu.
Oh, right. This is when Dunyarzad bumps into the kitten.
Let's go.
Huh? But Dia can handle them. Hey, traveler!
Tak perlu baik cincong, langsung wae. Craig gue. Where are you? I'm coming. Wait me. Tunggu.
Oh, it's you. Great timing. Please take... Hey, this is my job. The homie Yanni's paying me, not you. You... fine, alright. Knock yourself out. Why are you so worked up anyway? It's not like I don't try... Anyway, watch yourself.
Okay.
So you got yourself some backup.
Baik cincong kau. Sini, hadapi satu-satu.
Spring forth!
Aduh. Engkau muncul tuh siuman ini. Menyala bangku. Bonus. Oke. Aman boy.
Traveler, were you just taking your anger out on those guys? You and Nihita both. Dunyarzad wouldn't want to see you two like this. Oh, and speaking of her, I just remembered something. Remember how during the first Sub-Zero's festival, before the Samsara started, we came here with Dunyarzad. She said it was because she had forgotten something. Okay, so Paimon's memory is working so far. Anyway, Paimon also remembers that she is staying somewhere around here. She pointed it out to us the night before the Sub-Zero's festival. Yeah, even if it's only a tiny clue, it'll probably still help us more than this needle.
Betul.
This is the place. It's rude to enter other people's spaces without permission, but... Hey, the windows are unlocked. Okay, Paimon's gonna take a peek inside.
Oke.
This was only a temporary residence, so there was pretty much nothing inside except this. Should we open it?
Yes. Setelah hampir 16 hari akhirnya aku bisa masuk. Pasti. Terus kemudian antara para kita tentang sudah di berbagai wawancari aku lakukan pada ruang. Oke, meski telah wawancari tetap sedikit biasanya terjemah. Oke. Ya kalian bisa baca sendiri lah. Oke. Oke.
Wow, Dunyarzad wrote all of this. Sounds like she was always thinking of us even while we were away. Even though she was also busy preparing for the Sub-Zero's festival and had all her health problems to worry about. She must have wanted to give this to us as a gift on the day of the Sub-Zero's festival, right? If we hadn't found this book, we never would have known. But now that we know, we can't even thank her.
Iya Zarno.
Hey, where are you off to now?
Oh, ya terjadi ini boy, sedih. Jadi sad boy, asik. Oke, just fokus boy. Krik terlalu menyentuh Krik kalau tentang game cerita ini. Nah, mengapa aku suka bermain game yang memiliki cerita, terutama cerita yang menyentuh. Nah, seperti adalah salah satunya.
It's Dunyarzad's puppet. Traveler? You must be exhausted.
Sedih. Oh, mengingat masa-masa indah boy. Oke, testing testing, halo halo, masuk tidak ini, halo. Krik, putus-putus krik.
It's Dunyarzad's puppet.
Oke, aku kembali lagi.
Traveler? You must be exhausted. Come to think of it, we've been stuck in this place for a really, really long time. Heck, even the last time we were chatting happily with Dunyarzad feels like an eternity ago.
Oh, sedih. Dunia Zard, no. Sedih.
Hyman still remembers when we were sitting here, and the way her eyes sparkled when she talked about Milu's dance of Sub-Zeros.
There will always be frustrations in life, but I know that the point of living is not to leave behind any regrets.
That was what the real Dunyarzad said, wasn't it? Does that mean...
Dia Zard.
Yes, traveler.
Oh, so she's still just a puppet. But just now, how come... What? Where are we going this time?
Tarian boy. Kita harus ke tarian tersebut. Kita harus meninggalkan penyesalan. Harus maju ke depan. Walaupun sedih. Keren Bazar. Kita harus segera menghentikan Grand Sage itu boy.
If you continue to resist, we will have to order an investigation into every single... The Grand Sage is already...
Dan stop.
Traveler? You don't have to get involved.
Traveler.
Traveler? What the heck are you doing? If you get arrested by the...
Langsung dia. Dan Tripai menanya.
Wait! They're not reacting! Have they been scared stiff?
Seperti yang kuduga.
Oh, of course! If this is the sage's plan, they would have put themselves through this. So they're just
What is this? What happened to the Grand Sage and his entourage?
Sebentar.
Like I said, they symbolize the goddess of flowers. Yes. The greater Lord brought forth new Padisaras in memory of the goddess of flowers. But she ultimately could never truly replicate that beautiful shade of purple.
Wah, jangan-jangan kita mendapatkan jawaban tersebut.
That beautiful shade of purple. Aren't these flowers real Padisaras? Just like the ones from the legend? I didn't even notice. 10 years old.
But didn't you just say all the real flowers went extinct after the goddess of flowers passed away?
Yeah. What's going on here?
Tutup matamu.
Huh? You guys are acting weird.
Ter-
Hey,
Nah kan,
they disappeared! So Nilu's the host. Purple body Saras don't exist in the real world anymore. But in Nilu's subconscious, they can appear as decorations on the stage. It's just like the example Nahida told us. People assume there will be food on a plate, so when you saw the flowers, but if we want to end the samsara, we need the host to become aware. How should we make Nilu realize that?
Am I dreaming?
Huh?
So I'm right.
Wrong guess, but you ain't completely wrong either. The point is, what? As far as you know, people in Sumeru don't drink.
Yeah, but have you heard the tale of the first sage? To prevent a calamity, he went on a journey to find the...
Ooh, sounds familiar. Dinyarzad told us a story like that when we first arrived in Sumeru City. So it was about the
Yep, but in the part you heard, he hadn't become the first sage yet. There's more to... His piety and wisdom were acknowledged by the Dendro Archon, and she finally gave her blessing to him. All kinds of spectacular scenes appeared in front of the first sage, as if all the knowledge in the world was being painted onto a canvas right before him. He was captivated. After who knows how long, he mastered all the knowledge he could come. Afterward, he said to the Dendro Archon, I miss my parents, my wife, and my children. I've been away. The Dendro Archon smiled. The next second, the sage found himself lying in his bed, as if his wife lying next to him said, You're off to search for the Dendro Archon today, aren't you? Have a safe journey, my love. In the end, the first sage took care of many disasters in Sumeru City, and founded the Academia.
So the first sage was dreaming ever since the beginning of the story? He never would.
Yes, but his faith and determination were conveyed to the Dendro Archon, so she blessed him in the form of a dream.
Paimon understands where you're coming from now. That's a really interesting connection. But we really gotta wake up soon, like the sage in the story.
I see. Well, it just so happens that today's Sub-Zero's festival is almost over too.
oh tentu.
Since we're in a dream, let's make this final dance of Sub-Zero's as beautiful as we can.
Let's go.
The wait is over, everyone. I dedicate this to our god, the dance of Sub-Zero's.
I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see Nilu's dance.
Krik, keren, krik. Terlalu keren ini, Rek. Yes.
Quick, take out your Akasha turtle.
Cepat lepas. Lari boy, cari. Iya sih.
She's not in her room. What happened? Huh? What usual spot?
Yes. Coba cari. Akhirnya boy, kita sudah terlepas dari genggaman aneh ini. Sekarang kita lihat, cari. Kita harus berharap dia selamat boy, tidak menghilang. Come on. Yes.
Well done, Traveler and Paimon. And thank you, Dunarzad, for organizing the Subseries Festival for me.
I'm sorry, who are...
Dunarzad! You're okay! Oh, don't scare us like that!
Oh, Traveler Paimon. I have something amazing to tell you. I just had a dream. And I saw Nilu performing the dance of
Yes boy. Akhirnya. Yeah. Oke, mungkin kita sampai di sini dahulu ya. Kita akan lanjutkan lagi dan kita akan cari grand shots itu. Kita boy punyokin, oke? Dan ya, bye.